We're now joined by the Spanish Secretary for Tourism, Fernando Valdes, from Madrid. And Fernando, I know that you're reopening today for UK visitors. They don't have to take a PCR test when they come into Spain, but they'll have to get one on their way back. So how is that going to work? How safe is the UK?
Well, for us, UK, for the past weeks, it's been a safe destination. It's been a safe country. The evolution of the pandemic in UK is performing pretty well. And with the notification, with today's notification here in Spain, what we are doing is lifting restrictions on non-essential travelers from the UK and other countries that are included in a regulation here in Spain, and we expect that step by step we try to recover our international travelers.
Right. You make it clear that in your view for Spain, the UK is actually now a safe country because of the vaccination. But I wonder, on a bigger picture, the digital pass for vaccinated travelers, Spain was really pushing for this, and you always said it was a good idea. So when do you have it operational? When do you expect for that digital pass to be fully implemented and travelers being able to use it?
Well, fully implemented, it will be on the 1st of July, because that's the agreement that we reached last week between the Council and the European Parliament. That's been true. Spain has announced that we will be ready to use all the different mechanisms that are part of this digital certificate from the 7th of June. But it is true that we have given us that precise date of the 1st of July to be working with the digital certificate between all member states.
Right. So from June 7th, if I understand it correctly, you'll be able to download the app, use it, and use that as a means to enter Spain for holiday.
Well, from the 7th of June, we are going to have the application, our travel health application, which is the one that we usually use for PCR. But now you can use it as well if you are fully vaccinated. This is something that our Prime Minister, Pedro Sánchez, also announced last Friday, that from 7th of June, if you are fully vaccinated and you are coming from a third country or from a European country with vaccination, which are included on EMA or the WHO, you will be accepted with that fully vaccination compliance in our borders.
Right. And, in terms of the numbers, I know it's still early to say, but what kind of numbers are you expecting that you can get this year? And what markets are you specifically targeting? I know the UK is very important for Spain, but what other markets are you also focusing on?
What we know is at the beginning we are going to restart the closest market, that is to say, well, UK obviously, because it's quite important for Spain, but also other markets in Europe, such as the German one, France, and the Nordic countries. That is going to happening, or at least that's what we want to be happening on this summer, but also restart bit by bit the longer markets, US, Japan, other markets, South Korea, that are going to be crucial for us as well. We expect to close our year at least with 50% of the figures of the numbers of our revenue coming from tourism, but that is not an optimistic view. We expect just to be the least of our recuperation.
Okay, so 50% of the figures before coronavirus hit. And, I also wonder, you are seeing the Southern European countries all reopening at the same time. You have Greece, Croatia, Italy. What can you do as Spain to attract visitors and gain that market share? Because it does seem this year the competition is fierce.
Well, from the beginning, Spain has played the role of safe destination. We want, when we opening, or at least when we open our borders, we want tourists to know that Spain is a safe destination. And also we are very enthusiastic about our summer campaign. We want tourists to realize that when you think about holidays, when you think after all what's been happening with the pandemic, the first thought to come to your head, it is Spain. We have launched a campaign which is called You Deserve Spain. So we believe that after long months of pandemic, the best thing we could do to recover that sense of normality is to come to Spain.
Right, and I would love to do that, but I'm Spanish, so I don't want to be biased. And just as a final question, the vaccination has really ramped up in the past few weeks. Do you believe that by August you can get to that herd immunity and go fully back to normal? Is that still the goal?
Yeah, it is, and we are complying every single step of our vaccination plan. Right now, we have 1/3 of all Spanish population that have received at least one dose, and we have 8 million Spaniards which are fully vaccinated. If we take a closer look, a Spanish population over 60 years, at least half of that population is fully vaccinated, and 9 out of 10 Spaniards with more than 60 years have received at least one vaccination. So we fully committed with our plan, and we expect that for around 18th of August we will reach this 70% population vaccinated.
Okay, so August 18th, that's the date to mark when you believe you can get herd immunity. Fernando Valdes, Secretary for Tourism from Spain, thank you so much for joining us on Bloomberg this morning. Good to see you.